Alexander Isak has now informed Newcastle United Football Club of his desire to leave, handing in an unofficial transfer request as he seeks a move to the Premier League champions, Liverpool Football Club. Hello Liverpool fans and welcome back to For the Reds. My name is Ryan. First of all, thank you so much as always for the recent support, the likes, the comments, the shares, the subs. It's just been incredible both on here and over on TikTok. So carry on supporting me because honestly, you have no idea how much it makes my day. Alexander Isak, we all said if a move to Liverpool was possible, he was going to have to push. He was going to have to move the boat out and he was going to have to make a little bit of an issue out of it. So earlier on in the week, it started with him missing the friendly against Celtic, and Eddie Howe put that down to the player was fit, he could have been there. Joe Linton was also injured, but was there. And he said it was more to do with the fact of the growing speculation around his star man, and that he'd spoke to the player. He understood that careers were short. He hoped and prayed that he was going to stay at Newcastle for the upcoming season, but he never wanted to confirm it 100% because, as Eddie Howe said himself and knows, if you've worked in football or you've been in football, sometimes you can make yourself look very, very silly because it moves very, very quick, as it is in the case of Alexander Isak. Now, his tour, Newcastle's tour of Asia, is 3 games in 12 days, I believe, and it was set to start today. So they were flying out this morning. Now, Alexander Isak, not yesterday, the day before, was spotted training alone, and that was put down to a minor thigh injury. That same thigh injury supposedly had a scan that came back clear, and there was no issues around the player whatsoever. Lewis Hall, who's been out for 6 months, Joe Linton and others who are injured at Newcastle have flew out on their tour of Asia, which is a huge commercial destination for Newcastle to go and obviously increase their money, increase their popularity, increase their image in world football. Having your star striker, the £150 million man, is vital, absolutely vital being on that tour. And if there was any physical way that he could be there, Newcastle would have made it happen unless he requested not to go. And that now appears to be the case. After him handing in a unwritten, unofficial transfer request and basically seeking a move away from the club, David Ornstein has just informed us that that was his decision to not go on the tour and it's not down to this injury. Liverpool have remained in interest all transfer window. It was going to go into the future and it will go into the future if needs be. And more importantly, even after signing Hugo Ekitike, everybody was telling us they are still there for Alexander Isak. Well, now is the chance. The door is open for us to try and run through it. We've already informed Newcastle that we will make a British record transfer fee. It's now about putting it on the table, slapping it there and going, look, Newcastle, here's the money. What are you going to do with it? You've got a player who doesn't want to go on tour, who's unhappy. You've got 150, 30, 40, whatever it is, million sat there on the table. You're struggling to get players through the door. We can solve all of that, plus your PSR issues. We just want your star striker who's unhappy, Alexander Isak, in return. Now, I think this is a deal that could move quite quickly, and if Liverpool get any sniff of an indication that Newcastle are willing to come to the negotiation table over these next few days, we will be there ready to run through it with a £130 million battering ram. And I would firmly expect Newcastle to now start changing their mindset around keeping Alexander Isak after this request. To be left out of games and left out on huge commercial tours in an already difficult summer for Eddie Howe and the Newcastle fans, having an unhappy player there for the rest of pre-season and going into the season is never, ever, ever a good situation. My prediction, Liverpool Football Club will sign Alexander Isak. If you enjoyed this video, give it a massive like. Please subscribe and continue the support. We are so close now to 500 subscribers. Alexander Isak, he's on his way. Share this video with people. Share this video with Newcastle fans to tell them that Alexander Isak's leaving. Share this video with Liverpool fans to tell them that Alexander Isak is coming. And share this video with rival fans to tell them number 21 Premier League is ours. As always, I shall see you all in the next one.